You're watching the Daily Dodge pregame show, presented by John Deere.
And a very pleasant good afternoon, everyone, from the Beaver Dam High School Fieldhouse. Daily Dodge TV proudly presents Beaver Dam High School Golden Beaver girls basketball. And today, it's the second day of the Beaver Dam Classic, and the Golden Beavers are getting set to take on the Menomonee Mustangs. Hi again, everybody. Mike Tronson with you inside the Fieldhouse. Justin Wilski, a.k.a. Ninja, is my engineer for today's broadcast. Aiden is his trusty assistant running the camera for the video stream. And we welcome you into this broadcast, which is brought to you by our presenting video sponsors, Columbus Family Dental, Hometown Glass and Improvement, and the Beaver Dam Unified School District. Today's game is also brought to you by John Deere Horicon Works, Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Air Care, Richards Insurance, Bayside Supper Club, Metalcraft of Mayville, Landmark Credit Union, Jerry's Automotive, McKinstry's Home Furnishings, Ergo Bank, Great Harvest Bread Company, Surefire, and Fox Brothers Piggly Wiggly. Glad to have you with us, everybody, on this Saturday afternoon. And as I mentioned, it is the second day of this Beaver Dam Classic. Both of these teams were in action here last night. Beaver Dam last evening with a 52-42 victory over Prairie du Chien. Taya Donaldson with 19 points. The freshman led the way for the Golden Beavers. Bella Astreicher also in double figures last night for Beaver Dam with 15, as the Golden Beavers had a 32-20 lead at halftime and then kind of had to hang on a little bit in the second half, but they were able to improve to 3-0 on the young season. Meanwhile, Menomonee comes into this game with a 1-1 overall record. They won their first game back on Tuesday night over La Crosse Central. That was 69-41. Then last night, an overtime game here at the Classic as they went toe-to-toe with Waupun, and they came up on the short end in overtime by the score of 53-50. But this Menomonee team, this is a Mustang squad that went to state last year. In fact, it was the first state tournament appearance in program history. Last season, Menomonee 25-4, and they were 13-1 and finished in first place in the Big Rivers Conference. They ended up losing to Green Bay Notre Dame in the state semifinal round, 64-45. Now, Notre Dame, of course, was the team that ousted Beaver Dam in the sectional final. So this Menomonee program has been a quality program here for the last couple of years. And, the state appearance last year in 2018, they lost in the sectional semifinal. In 2017, they lost in the sectional final to Hortonville. So this is a program that has been on the rise for several years. Of course, Beaver Dam, if you follow the Golden Beavers, you know their resume with those 3 consecutive state titles, 2017, 2018, and 2019. Qualifying for state in 2020 when the tournament unfortunately was canceled, and then making it back to the sectional final last year. So this should be a really good matchup today. Beaver Dam is never going to be mistaken for Milwaukee or Madison, but for I guess for all intents and purposes, Beaver Dam has been the center of Wisconsin high school girls basketball the last few days with this big showcase here at the Beaver Dam High School Fieldhouse, the Beaver Dam Classic, we're calling it. And right now it is my honor to be joined on the broadcast by Norbert Durst, and he covers Wisconsin girls high school basketball for WisSports.net. Norbert, it is great to see you. Thanks for coming up, my friend.
Yeah, of course. Always happy to come on.
Well, as I was just talking about it as you were kind of setting up here, but this is turning in over the last couple of years, turning into a really nice showcase of girls high school basketball with teams from all over the state, not just any old team, but lots of quality teams with quality players coming in here and all kind of showcasing it in one spot.
Yeah, it's always good to see, that high-level talent, high-level teams from different parts of the state, come together and play each other because, each part plays a little differently, the styles of game. And, they're always trying to get to the state tournament. So, the best way to prepare your team for the state tournament for a nice run is to play good teams. And we got some really good ones here this weekend.
Well, I was talking specifically about Beaver Dam and Menomonee as you were coming up here, but you were here last night as well, and you saw some other teams. Anything that stuck out at you?
Well, we just watched Aquinas that beat Kewaskum there, and Aquinas is real. I mean, and that Kewaskum team is no joke either. And, Aquinas just kind of let them have it. But that defense and, just how good they are on offense is why Aquinas, like Beaver Dam and, some of those top-notch teams, that's why they're good year in and year out. But, those teams like Lakeland and Menomonee coming down here, it's a different style. And you're competing against the best. And, that's why they come down here to play, even if they want maybe take a couple L's while they're here.
I was talking about, these two quality programs, Beaver Dam and Menomonee. Beaver Dam has been, a powerhouse for, well over a decade now, but Menominee's been on the rise over the last couple of years too, and Coach Storm Harmon, he's done a nice job with his squad.
Oh, definitely. That showed last year because they battled a very, very good Notre Dame team at the state tournament last year, and I know it's not the same team because they did lose their big. Momsen is their big loss for that team, but, a lot of that rest of the team's back. And, that's the nice thing for them, and they can transition into this season pretty nicely. Really good guards, and last night, they battled Waupun, and Waupun's a very good team as well. So I think that shows that, even though they lost a kid, they're ready to make a big run again this year.
So that's our matchup this afternoon. It's Beaver Dam and Menomonee. Right now we'll step aside for a brief timeout, but when we come back, we'll continue our pregame show brought to you by John Deere Horicon Works. Up next on the John Deere pregame show, you'll hear comments from Tim Chase, the head coach of Beaver Dam, when we return right after this on Daily Dodge TV.
John Deere not only builds great equipment, it's a great place to build your career and a high quality of life. You see, there's a certain kind of pride in being a part of a great American brand. It's the security that comes from learning new skills you'll have for a lifetime, a more confident future with unlimited growth opportunities, and the knowledge that you're valued and rewarded with a competitive benefits package. We're Deere strong and Horicon proud. Are you one of us?
$6,000 off Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cabs are financed interest-free with no payments for 90 days during the Black Friday sales event at Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Beaver Dam. You heard me right, $6,000 off. And the deals don't end there. $3,500 off the best third-row SUV in the market, Jeep Grand Cherokee L, and brand new Jeep Compass 4x4 starting at $32,685. It's official, the deals are back. Let our family take care of your family at Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Beaver Dam and ReedChrysler.com.
Shop the Pig! I'm not sure if most guys are like me, but I actually enjoy grocery shopping, taking my time going aisle to aisle, saying hi to just about everyone I see. But it's rare to get a friendly hello back. That all changed when I started shopping Fox Brothers, Piggly Wiggly, and Beaver Dam. Every employee at Fox Brothers seems to be a professional at smiling and caring and actually meaning it. The crew at Fox Brothers, Piggly Wiggly also means it when it comes to quality and freshness at prices that are hard to beat. This week, a 6-pack of 24-ounce Pepsi or Mountain Dew bottles, 4 for $10. Get your snack on with Food Club chunk or shredded cheese, 3 for $5. Scoop up the savings with Dean's Ice Cream at $2.99. There'll be no shortage of Christmas cookies when you stock up on Country Delight butter for $3.49. And get your fix on fruit with Navel oranges, a 3-pound bag, just $2.99. Save time, save money, and see more smiles in the aisles than anywhere else at the new Fox Brothers Piggly Wiggly, 810 Park Avenue in Beaver Dam, open 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. daily.
Piggly Wiggly, shop the pig.
You're watching the Daily Dodge pregame show, presented by John Deere.
And we continue our pregame programming inside the Beaver Dam High School Fieldhouse. Mike Tronson standing by once again with Tim Chase, head coach of the Golden Beavers. And Tim, your team went to 3-0 last night with a win over Prairie du Chien, a hard-fought win, especially in the second half.
Yeah, no, Prairie du Chien, a very good team. They just knocked off Lakeland today here, so that one's looking really good now after they knocked off a ranked team today. So, yeah, they were a good team, did a lot of things right. I thought we played a really solid first half after going back and looking at tape. Second half, we made a few mistakes on both ends of the ball that we need to improve on some things a little bit. So, yeah, but we need to get pushed and things like that, and we're definitely going to get pushed in today's game against Menomonee.
Yeah, you started to comment. I was going to ask you about that second half specifically, where they pushed you a little bit, as you said. Were you fairly pleased with the way your girls responded in that second half to a little adversity?
Yeah, it could go the other way on you quickly, and especially with a younger team with some new kids in some new positions. It can definitely turn on you, and it didn't, so that's good. And we kind of kept what we had. So, overall, positive day for us. Hopefully we learned some things and improve on what we did yesterday.
Taya Donaldson, one of your fine freshmen, led you in scoring yesterday with 19. And talk about her and the other freshmen. Again, it's only 3 games, so not a large sample size, but are you pleased with what you're seeing out of them early on?
No, Taya's great. She does a great job for us. Very, kid who plays with a lot of passion, a lot of heart, gets it after it on both ends. Got to the basket last night, knocked down some threes, rebounds, so does a lot of things well. Yeah, other freshmen talk about Shea and Emma really had good minutes for us last night at the point guard spot. Both did a lot of good things on both ends of the floor, and they're going to have their ups and downs. All of them are, and then Aspen Abel's our other one. So I thought our seniors last night, Maddie and Bella, Maddie Kinsey, Bella A striker, and then Carly Lappin and Ellen Poles really did a good job for us as well. I thought they did some good leadership, and then our other kids are falling in line, like our Rileys, our Neckies, and Brooklyn Holtz, and Kenzie Gritzmacher last night. So it's one of those things that we'll keep on pushing everybody out and try to keep on working.
With the with several players out due to injury, are you pleased with some of the upperclassmen and the leadership they're providing thus far? Yeah,
everybody's in a different role a little bit, and we're trying, and we're going to grow, keep on growing things a little bit, and we'll learn from today, both good and bad, I'm sure. Like I said, Menomonee's really tough today, so that'll be a tough game. But it's one of those things. We'll get through this game, get through our Baraboo game on Tuesday, kind of have a little break with Thanksgiving, and then push really hard between Thanksgiving break and Christmas to prepare for that. Really, the heart of our conference season.
Talk about Menomonee a little bit. They were at state last year. In fact, they played the same team you played in the sectional final. That's Green Bay Notre Dame.
Yeah, really good team. Run and jump team, have some really good guards, have some really good inside. They're gonna challenge us in size a little bit today, especially with just lacking in size a little bit right now. So that's gonna be a challenge. They got some really good shooters on the perimeter. They're aggressive. They run and jump, kind of from the stout area where run and jump pressing is kind of a big thing. So we're gonna see how we do in a lot of different areas today. So that'll be curious how we defend the post, if we can take away their one really good 3-point shooter that they have, and then as well as how we handle the run and jump.
Your 3rd game in 3 days, 4th of the week. How are the legs right now?
I think we're pretty good. Like I said, the other games earlier in the week we didn't really. We got to rest some kids. Last night was pretty, good. But, yeah, this is like a tournament field. Obviously, you play Friday, come around on Saturday. And then tomorrow will be a day off. And, we'll come back on Monday and get ready for Tuesday. But, yeah, I think this is a good field this time of year. I think we're ready for something like this. And it's nice then having the Thanksgiving break coming up soon where it's like we get through this little stretch and we'll be able to have some time away then and just kind of get everything recuperated as we head into a big part of our season then.
I know you as a coach kind of like this stretch here to prepare you for things later in the season, but do the girls like it? Do they ever go up to you and go, "Oh, coach," or did they ever give you any hard time about that?
I think they just trust us. I think they understand that we're always trying to prepare for something bigger down the line. They don't really say much. They just tell us when we practice the play and they'll be there. So maybe, but they don't do it to us, I guess. But maybe to other people they do. But they want to play. I think it's really cool to play in this event here in Beaver Dam where we have all these teams here. This has been this is kind of the center of girls basketball in the state of Wisconsin here this weekend. So it's a really great thing to have for your school and for your community to be able to do something like this. And today us playing against Menomonee, 2 of I consider the better teams in Division II, really is a good showcase for the state of Wisconsin and girls basketball.
Tim, I'm looking forward to it as always. Thanks again for your time. Good luck to you and the girls today.
Thank you, Mike.
All right, Tim Chase, head coach of Beaver Dam. We'll step aside. We're back after this on Daily Dodge TV.
Welcome back to our live coverage of stunt magician Merlin Wormwood, brought to you by Surefire, your leading local installer of Lennox home comfort systems.
That's right, Matilda. Merlin Wormwood has locked himself in his mother's basement and is refusing to install a Lennox home comfort system from Surefire until she promises to start making him pizza bagels every Friday evening.
Chuck, I'm sorry. How is this stunt magic? Isn't this just a lame protest?
Have you tried his mom's pizza bagels? They're incredible.
When we come back, what's the secret behind Merlin's mother's pizza bagels? And the latest weather report with Surefire up next.
With a finance plan to fit every budget, today is the time to upgrade to new Lennox home comfort system from Surefire, your local Lennox premier dealer. Online at surefireinc.com.
Be sure with Surefire.
American drivers overpay an average of $368 per year on their auto insurance. Why? Because, well, insurance is hard. It's complicated. It's time-consuming to get quotes from multiple companies, so we overpay. Or we call Richards Insurance in Beaver Dam. Make one call and receive a quote from a great company like Auto Owners Insurance. The team at Richards Insurance will literally do all the work for you. So if you could be saving money each month with an auto owner's insurance policy, you'll know about it. How much will you save with Richards Insurance? To find out, call Richards Insurance or stop in at 123 North Spring Street, downtown Beaver Dam. With offices in Columbus, Watertown, West Bend, and Oshkosh. With over 50 employees and hundreds of years insurance experience across 5 offices, you'll get full-service counseling with no obligation. Your auto owner's insurance carrier is Richards Insurance in Beaver Dam. Call 887-1615.
We'll be there with you.
Richards Insurance of Beaver Dam.
You're watching the Daily Dodge pregame show, presented by John Deere.
And it's time now for today's starting lineups. First for the Menomonee Mustangs, coached by Storm Harmon. The guards are Mary Berg, a 5'7" junior, along with Sammy Jacobson, a 5'10" junior. Forwards are Elizabeth Kiles, a 5'10" junior. Ashley Quilling, a 5'9" senior. And rounding out the starting 5 for the Mustangs is Anna Wheeler, 6 feet tall and a senior. So again, it's Mary Berg, Sammy Jacobson, Elizabeth Kiles, Ashley Quilling, and Anna Wheeler getting the start for Menomonee. For Beaver Dam, same as last night. The guards are Shea Marie Ashley, a 5'6" freshman, Maddie Kinsey, 5'10" senior, Bella Astreicher, a 5'10" senior, and Taya Donaldson, a 5'10" freshman. Rounding out the starting 5 for Beaver Dam is Riley Zarnecki, 5'10" junior. Again, it's Ashley, Kinsey, Astreicher, Donaldson, and Zarnecki starting for Beaver Dam. Our pregame show today brought to you by John Deere Horicon Works, and we thank them. We're ready to go. Mike Tronson, Norbert Durst on Daily Dodge TV. Riley Zarnecki will jump at its center against Anna Wheeler. Here we go. There's the whistle. Ball's up in the air, and the tap is going to be controlled by the Golden Beavers as they work it to our left. They're wearing the white jerseys tonight at home. Green numbers and green and yellow trim. Menomonee in the black jerseys and shorts with the white numbers and trim. And this is Maddie Kinsey. And sends it over to Shea Marie Ashley high on the left. Man-to-man defense for Menomonee. Ashley to Kinsey in the right corner. And back up to Donaldson. Donaldson had a great game last night. Norbert, 19 points, and a freshman shall lead them. And she did last night.
Yeah, I heard there was going to be some good freshmen on the team. And obviously when you have a Donaldson, I remember that name from a few years ago. So you know they're going to be a player to start with.
Zarnecki one-hands it up and scores. And this game is now officially underway. Riley Zarnecki gets the Golden Beavers on the John Deere Horicon Works scoreboard. 2-0 Beaver Dam. We're not quite a minute into the contest. Yeah, Jada Donaldson down at UW Milwaukee, one of the best defenders I've ever seen in all my years covering high school ball in the state of Wisconsin. Here's a drive. There is a layup off the rim. No good for Jacobson. And Donaldson will bring it back across the timeline for the Golden Beavers. Donaldson sending it to the near wing side for Zarnecki. She'll drive into the lane. Shot is up over the defender. It's off the rim, no good. And Wheeler's going to clear the glass and give it to Mary Berg. Berg throws it ahead. With it now, Jacobson out on the left side. Kinsey guarding her. Beaver Dam in man-to-man coverage pass. Falling out of bounds was Berg. She saved it to Quilling, and then they go back to the left corner. Almost a turnover there, but they were able to save possession. Now Quilling at the top of the silo, guarded by Ashley. Giving it back to Jacobson. Jacobson backs up a little bit. Pump fake. And that pass might have been, was it tipped? And picked up by Ashley. Shea Marie Ashley out to the right side. A striker, 3-ball. It's over the rim, too strong. And the defensive rebound for Wheeler. There's a long pass ahead, but Donaldson knocks it out of bounds. They were trying to hit the home run pass there, Norbert, and get it to Kiles on the baseline, but Donaldson playing defense.
Yeah, they're trying to work those numbers ahead, but good defense there by Donaldson.
So Menomonee will inbound. Over on the far side by the Beaver Dam bench, this is Jacobson getting it in now to Kiles. Kiles worked on defensively by the aforementioned Taya Donaldson. You can send us an email during the broadcast today. sports@dailydodge.com is where you'll find us. This is A-Striker with a steal. And Bella's going to let traffic go by and try and set something up. Gives it to Donaldson on the right wing. She's to the free throw line. Little hesitation move, spins, puts a shot up. No, but a foul. What a nice move by Donaldson. A little spin, little hesitation, and she gets rewarded for being aggressive. She'll go to the free throw line. 2-0. Beaver Dam on top on the John Deere Horicon Works scoreboard. And the first free throw is up and good for Taya Donaldson. As I mentioned, 19 points to lead Beaver Dam last night. Foul, by the way, was on Jacobson. Her first. Second free throw is good. So make it 4-0 in favor of Beaver Dam, but it's early. We are about 2 minutes and 40 seconds into the contest. Day 2 of the Beaver Dam Classic. And this is Jacobson. Jacobson being hassled by Kinsey. Sends it up to Quilling. She's going to drive into the lane. Quilling, underhanded shot, counted, and a foul. Nice drive by Quilling. And she's got a chance for an old-fashioned three-point play.
Yeah, Menomonee did a good job last night getting to the hoop and working their posts on the inside, and, that's a good start there for them.
Ashley picked up her first personal. Free throws up and good, so it's a three-point play. And just like that, a one-point game. 4-3 now. Beaver Dam by 1 on the John Deere Horicon Works scoreboard. And that's an over and back. Yeah, Ashley mishandled it near the timeline, and the turnover will give it to the Mustangs. We are 3 minutes in to this contest. Glad to have you with us on Daily Dodge TV. Mike Tronson, Norbert Durst from Wisports joining me today. We get to do this every so often, and always a pleasure to have you.
Always fun coming up here and calling games with you, Mike.
And corralling that one, Jacobson. She's got it high on the left side. Kinsey watching her closely on the defensive end. Cross-court feed taken by Cowles. There's a post lob. Nice catch. Wheeler off the glass. Oh, that nice post feed there, and Wheeler with a finish.
Yeah, that's the stuff last night that was giving Waupun problems.
Tim Chase mentioned it, that Menomonee's height going to give Beaver Dam a little bit of a test here today. 5-4 Mustangs lead, and there's a turnover as Zarnecki lost it. Wheeler took it away. Now Jacobson into the front court, underhands it out to Quilling. Quilling off a screen, right back to Jacobson in the corner. Up top now, there's Kyles. Kyles feeds it out to Mary Berg. Berg worked on defensively by A-Striker. Bella A-Striker knocked it loose. Ball is, and A-Striker, that's an over and back, they're saying. Okay, so A-Striker and Berg were going after that loose ball, and it's an over and back. So each team's had an over and back now, and Beaver Dam will get possession. Some substitutes now coming in. That's the in for Beaver Dam. We've got Ellen Poles, a 5'6" senior. Emma Julka, a freshman, 5'6" freshman now out there, and so is Carly Lappin, a 5'8" senior. Subs in for Menomonee as well as Julka is fouled. McKenna Amundsen, a 5'7" senior, on now for the Mustangs. So is Sophia Schoenberger, 5'7" junior. Trying to make sure we got them all mentioned here. Julka inbounds. There is a traveling violation on Lappin. 13:56 to go in the opening half. And it's 5-4. Menomonee with the lead and now with possession. Moving to our right in the first half today. Quilling out in three-point land. Little pump fake. Giving it now to Schoenberger. Back to Quilling. Emma Julka, the freshman, guarding Quilling. Quilling's a senior. Julka just a freshman. Doesn't play like it, though. None of these freshmen play like your typical freshman.
Yeah, the freshmen anymore don't play that way.
How about that hook shot by Amundsen? Doing a little Kareem there. I tell you what, that was a heck of a shot off the glass. 7-4 Menomonee, and then one high off the glass won't go for Donaldson. Ball was heading out of bounds, and did it go off of Menomonee? Yeah, it did. That was a nice effort by Schoenberger to try and swat it off the Beaver Dam player. Just couldn't make it work, and Golden Beavers will keep possession.
Yeah, nice competitive game so far in this contest.
I think, at least thus far, Norbert, it's as advertised. I think we kind of expected this. I mean, I know they don't play the games on paper.
Right.
But I think I had a pretty good hunch. I think we all did that this would be a pretty entertaining contest. A good test, really, for both squads.
Yeah, and, Beaver Dam's dealing with their injury issues, and, obviously Menomonee lost, some good talent from last year's team, so they're both kind of figuring things out this year.
This is Lappin. Through traffic, off the glass, too strong, and the defensive rebound for Wheeler. just amazing, though, programs like these two, as we have a traveling violation on Menomonee. But, every team is going to lose players to graduation. But these are programs here that we're watching today that they just seem to, next person up, the insert freshman, and they just don't miss a beat the next year. It just doesn't seem that way anyways, does it?
Right, that's the thing with the big time programs. It's a reload. It's never a rebuild type thing. It's find another kid, the next kid up, whether it's a JV player last year, maybe a freshman to come in and fill that role.
7-4, Menomonee leads on the John Deere Horicon Works scoreboard. Well, it's 7-6 because Maddie Kinsey just knocked down a free throw line jumper. That's her first bucket. She had 8 points last night. First 2 today, 7-6. Beaver Dam closes the gap to 1 on the John Deere Horicon Works scoreboard. Approaching the 12-minute mark and counting of the first half, Brooklyn Burt, 5'10" sophomore, now out there on the floor for the Mustangs. And Burt sends it to Jacobson. Hassled at the free throw line by Kinsey. Kinsey knocks it loose and steals it. 3-on-2 the other way if they hurry. Kinsey, well, lets traffic go by. Going to reset. Julka for 3, top of the bubble. A little bit short. Lappin the offensive board. And she got fouled. And that's going to go on Jacobson. So Jacobson picking up what will be her first, I believe. Nope, beg your pardon, second. And it's the third team foul. 11:42 to go, first half. Mike Tronson, Norbert Durst with you on the Daily Dodge TV video stream. Justin Wilski, Aiden are here today as well. There's a ball knocked loose and stolen. Jacobson going in for the layup. Tough angle shot, missed it. Julka has the rebound. And now she's flying up the right sideline. Gives it to Lappin. Into the lane. Whips it out to A-Striker for 3. No good off the rim. Rebound is loose. And Poles saved it to Lappin in the corner. And now up to Julka. Great hustle on both sides here. Lappin now. Free throw line extended out on the right side. Into the lane she goes. One hands it to the corner. Julka bobbled it. Lost it. Jacobson back the other way. Sammy Jacobson. Little hesitation move. Down the lane. Puts it up. Missed it. Might have been altered a little bit there. There was a defender all over her. And now Lappin takes it the other way and gives it to Kinsey. Just under 11 minutes to go. Opening stanza. And this is Maddie Kinsey. Whips it over to the right side. A-Striker there. Bella A-Striker with 15 points last night. Drives, and she's got her first 2 points of this game.
Right on cue.
Right on cue. 8-7. Beaver Dam reclaims the lead by 1. And now 3 for Quilling. Off the mark, no good. Thought that was going to go down for a moment. Poles the rebound. Poles flying ahead. She's going to take it all the way, and the layup is good. Ellen Poles just turned on the afterburners and went in for 2 more. 10-7. Beaver Dam by 3 on the John Deere Horicon Works scoreboard. We're just about 8 minutes into the game.
Yeah, real good pace to start this one.
In Beaver Dam, I talked about it a little bit. This is their 3rd game in 3 days and their 4th in 5. There's a 3-pointer no good for Jacobson. Rebound for Lappin. But, yeah, this is their 4th game in the last 5 days, 3rd in a row. You wouldn't blame them if they're tired, Norbert. I mean,
right, but at least as we see 3 go down there by A-Striker.
And a timeout, Menomonee, brought to you by Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Let our family take care of your family. We'll keep it here, and you can finish your thought there, Norbert.
Yeah, I'm not even sure where I was going with that, to be honest now.
Well, with the fact that Beaver Dam, this is their 3rd game
in
3 nights and then 4th and 5.
But the nice thing is they did play a couple teams that weren't the greatest, so you got a chance to play some subs, and the starters weren't out there a ton because, Portage isn't great right now, and Milwaukee Riverside, as you noticed, they're not great either. So, I mean, even though the lot of the games are there, but minutes played not that high, so that helps you in a situation like this.
We have 9:41 left to play first half. Beaver Dam leading Menomonee now 13-7 on the John Deere Horicon Works scoreboard. Be sure to stay up to date with the Beaver Dam Unified School District at bdusd.org and follow them on Twitter and Instagram at BeaverDamUSD. All right, Menomonee with possession after their timeout. Double teamed is Schoenberger, throws it up top, and it's going to be an over and back. Just pressure defense there by the Golden Beavers, and Anybody that's followed this team for any length of time knows that Beaver Dam loves to get after it on the defensive end. That's been a hallmark for years of these Tim Chase coach teams.
Yeah, 3 over and backs already in this game.
Yeah.
Little rare to have that quick, especially 2 quality opponents.
Donaldson, free throw line jumper. Puts some air under that one. Arcing shot is off the rim, no. And Shea Marie Ashley knocked it out of the hands of Quilling, but it's off of Ashley, so Menomonee is going to keep it. 9:05 left in this first half. Well, I've been just as busy as Beaver Dam this week. I've had 4 games this week in the last 5 days. Now, one of them was a state championship football game.
You still have a voice for that.
I still have a voice. It's amazing as the ball was out of bounds going back to the Golden Beavers after the Menomonee turnover. But, yeah, I did the Beaver Dam girls Tuesday night, last night, today, and then Thursday night was Columbus and Catholic Memorial at the state football finals. And Columbus with a big, big win, taking home the gold trophy.
Yeah, not many people thought that was going to happen. I know myself was one of them. I know, given the fact Columbus had a great year, but, I mean, the animal that is Catholic Memorial is obviously, very difficult year in and year out. But they got him.
Zarnecki with a drive, missed the shot. Ball was tipped out, and Beaver Dam's going to keep possession. Yeah, congratulations to them. I mean, what a win that was. And the game winner turned out to be a 31-yard field goal in a snowstorm.
Right.
That's
impressive.
You can't script that any better. What a drive, Donaldson. And she was heading left side, falling out of bounds, put it high off the glass. She's got 4, 15-7. Beaver Dam by 8. Nice passing. And there's Wheeler on the back door. Somebody left the back door unlocked there, and they found her. And it's 15-9 as the Mustangs cut the deficit down to 6 on the John Deere Horicon Works scoreboard. 8:04 and counting left until intermission. Mike Tronson, Norbert Durst here. Here's a drive. Ashley went right through 2 defenders but missed the layup. That's a break for Menomonee as she split the double team, went in for an uncontested layup but missed. And now here's Jacobson. She's blocked by Kinsey. Donaldson has the deflection. Donaldson racing ahead, taking it in for the layup. No good off the rim. Zarnecki, the offensive board. Put back, that won't go. She got her own miss. Kicks it out. And A-Striker sidesteps the defender into the lane, floats it up. It is going to go for A-Striker. 17-9. Oh, my goodness. Well, offensive rebounds. You give them 2 second, third opportunities, they're going to make you pay.
Right, for sure. Most teams are going to make you pay on that.
7:14 to go first half. Good energy. Good energy and good pacing, as you said, as the ball is tipped out of bounds. Yeah, these 2 teams are getting after it. And, if Beaver Dam is tired, they're certainly not showing it. They are not sure. But, let's think about it, too. I mean, these girls, they're in really good shape. I mean, I know
exactly.
It's not mid-season, but, these girls, they're playing basketball year-round. They're in the gym. They're working out.
And it's the start of the year, so there's a lot more excitement a little bit, too, coming to be, that new talent coming onto the team.
Wheeler just got fouled. She took the inbounds pass on the left side and got fouled on her way up. So this is going to be free throws coming up here for Anna Wheeler. She's a senior. And the first free throw is good for Wheeler. I've got her now for 5 points in the game. Second one is good, so she got them both. 6 points for Anna Wheeler, and that's the deficit right now for Menomonee, 17-11. Beaver Dam leads on the John Deere Horicon Works scoreboard, just under 7 minutes left until halftime. Lappin, as our scoreboards went out here in the gym. This is Poles giving it to Donaldson. Donaldson now behind the back dribble, ran into a double team, and yeah, they blow the whistle. The scoreboards have gone out, and so something happened up at the scorer's table with the electronics, and the scoreboards are dark.
Is it that wrong switch somebody flipped?
I think so. Yeah, it happens. I saw them flickering a little bit last night when I was here, but I guess I really didn't think too much of it. Well, we got a delay. Well, now they got it back on. That's good. Hey, we've got an email, our first email of the game. It says, "Hi, Mike and Norbert. Thanks again for the great broadcast. Love watching these girls compete as always, and a special shout out to Coach Chase. Looking forward to seeing him for Thanksgiving next week. That's from Coach Chase's daughter, Abby. Abby and her husband, Tyler, checking in. Happy Thanksgiving a little early to all of our viewers out there, and to Abby and Tyler and the rest of your family. I wish you well. Happy Thanksgiving to you. Let's see what else we have here. So this one, our good friend Patrick Boyum checked in. He says, "Hey, Mike, nice to hear the best voices in Wisconsin girls basketball on the broadcast." Well, what broadcast are you listening to, Patrick? I'm just kidding. Thanks for the great call in the game. Patrick, he's been a great friend of ours for a long time on Daily Dodge TV and checking in. You can send us an email. sports@dailydodge.com is where you'll find us. Send me your name, where you're from, who you're cheering for. Maybe you want to say hello to Norbert here. Send us an email. We'll get it on the air for you. 6:22 and counting left. They fixed the scoreboard issue. Well, I've always said Beaver Dam should change its slogan. Beaver Dam basketball, it's lights out. Okay, that was bad. I'm sorry. Here's a three on the way. Julka missed it over the rim too strong. Jacobson with the rebound. That's an old one. It's a goodie, but it's an old one.
Well, it's still a good dad joke.
Yeah, okay. So. And up, Julka with the interception. She's going to take it in and lays it up and in on the right side. Emma Julka making it 19-11. Beaver Dam with 5:49 to go first half on the John Deere Horicon Works scoreboard. Beaver Dam's defense has been key in this first half because they're forcing turnovers, leading to points on the opposite end.
And Berg, their best three-point shooter from Menomonee, hasn't got a look.
Yeah, she's been stymied. Good defense. And there's the aforementioned Berg. She was hassled on the baseline, lost the ball. Zarnecki picks it up. Now Donaldson leading the charge ahead. Pulls back to Lappin. She'll try a three. Yes! Carly Lappin from downtown Beaver Dam. 22-11. Beaver Dam doubling up Menomonee as we approach the 5-minute mark and counting of the first half. Post feed. Nice post feed. Wheeler, she was behind the defender, Zarnecki, and they put it where only she was going to get it. Wheeler's got 8 points. She's doing a lot of damage here for Menomonee.
Yeah, it's the same thing as what happened last night. Her and Burt both played really well against Waupun, and they had some problems, and it's something that Beaver Dam's going to have to figure out in this contest to get the win.
22-13. Beaver Dam still up by 9 on the John Deere Horicon Works scoreboard. Under 5 minutes to go until the break. Been a fun weekend of basketball here at the field house, and a couple of additional games to come yet tonight after this one is over. Donaldson in the right corner, drives out of trouble, spins, kind of circles the wagons, and she goes in for a layup on the right side. Taya Donaldson up to 6 points, 24-13, the lead back to double digits for the Golden Beavers. Kyles traveling. Kyles faked the shot out in three-point land, called for a travel as she took off with it, and that'll give it back to Beaver Dam.
Yeah, it's always nice when you have a player that can kind of just make something happen by themselves when something isn't working within the offense, and that's something that Donaldson can do for the Golden Beavers.
Here comes Ashley, Shea Marie Ashley, sending it over to Lappin, driving into the lane, and a pass was tipped but saved right by Zarnecki as it deflected to her. Now Ashley up at the top of the bubble, sidearms it back to Lappin, out on the left side. Lappin now dribbling up near the center circle, gives it back to Zarnecki high on the right. Zarnecki, couple of dribbles, feeds Kinsey. Kinsey setting the offense up, directing traffic out near the big B and D at the center of the floor. Kinsey, there's a screen set by Zarnecki. Kinsey goes off the screen, gives it to Ashley. Right side back to Lappin, and now she'll go into the lane. Finds Kinsey in the left corner. Three ball. Got it. Well done. Kinsey knocks down the triple. She's got 5. 27-13. Beaver Dam with 3 minutes and change left to go first half on the John Deere Horicon Works scoreboard. Here's Burt. Talking about her a little while ago. Burt giving it now to Quilling. Pass underneath, intended for Wheeler, and I think that's Zarnecki going to get whistled for contact there. Stop the clock with 3:01 to go in the first half. I mentioned there's some games coming up a little bit later. After this one, the next game is at on this court, Brookfield East versus Waupun. Talking about Waupun, they play again. And then later tonight, 7 o'clock, Hortonville versus Sun Prairie West. Might have to stick around a little bit, catch some of that action after we wrap it up on this broadcast. There's a shot high off the rim, no good for Kyles, and Lappin tracked down the carom. Ashley to Kinsey, inside the bubble. Floats one up one-handed, missed it off the back iron, and Burt gets the rebound, then falls down, but there were a couple of Beaver Dam players surrounding her. And let's see who they whistle here. It's going to be Ashley picking up the foul. Haven't had a ton of fouls in this first half. That's fourth one on Beaver Dam, 3 though thus far on Menomonee.
Yeah, and that's actually would help the pace too, because there's not too much fouls, not too much stoppage in play, which keeps that flow going nicely.
Hey, I don't get paid by the word, so I'm fine with a good pace to the game. As that ball's knocked out of bounds. Yeah, you want good pace. I mean, when there's a lot of stoppages,
right.
It's
well, that's what can make sometimes the state tournament a little interesting, because there's so many media timeouts.
Right.
So teams like Beaver Dam that want to get a pace of a game, it kind of is their disadvantage in a way, because they want to keep going, and all those stoppages make for a lot more times for coach interaction and maybe just a slower tempo for the other team.
Well, that's it. You've covered Beaver Dam long enough, Norbert. This team for years, they've played at basically one pace, frantic.
Right.
I mean, they want to get up and get down the floor, and more often than not, they've wanted to turn games into a track meet, and a lot of teams just can't keep up with it.
Yeah, and that's what makes it difficult if you get into that style of play when you're playing Beaver Dam.
3 ball on the way. A striker's shot is a little bit short. Burt has the defensive rebound and feeds Mary Berg. Now Berg back the other way through traffic. Nice bounce pass weak side. There's a shot up and in for Kyles. Berg with a nice assist. Kyles on the right side with the lay-in. 27-15. And there's a layup. And missed by Donaldson. Everything but the finish for Taya Donaldson there. And on the fast break, that was Kyles getting it to Burt. She missed the shot over the rim. And Kinsey came away with the loose change for the Golden Beavers. 1:40 and counting left until halftime. Donaldson, triple. Nope. Off the rim, and Burt with the deflection has the defensive board. 90 seconds to go in the half on the John Deere Horicon Works scoreboard. Been a good one. Beaver Dam and Menomonee going at it. There is an off-balance shot, no good for Berg. Forced that one up a little bit. A striker picks the rebound up, gives it to Kinsey. Here's a 3, yes! Maddie Kinsey, her second trifecta of the game, and it's 30-15 in favor of the Golden Beavers. There's a pass and a shot up, and that is good. Count it for Amundsen, who got behind the defense, and they found her. 30-17. Menomonee like to throw those baseball passes down the floor and spring somebody. And
yeah, definitely not shy at that pass ahead there. Just have to have the right height on, and they did that time.
They did. 43 seconds left in the half. Beaver Dam up by 13, and now a traveling violation. They could just play catch with it, but then a traveling violation gives it right back to Menomonee. Hey, I got to give a shout out to. I was talking with head coach Storm Harmon of Menomonee before the game, and I wanted to give his wife Jenny a shout out. She's tuned into the broadcast, or at least he told me he was going to tell her to tune into the broadcast today. So if you're watching, Jenny, welcome to Daily Dodge TV. Your husband's doing a great job with the Menomonee girls. Another nice pass on the left side. There's Amundsen again. She's got 6, 30-19. And Menomonee doing a lot of damage in this first half, Norbert, in close.
Yep, and that's what they did last night, so very similar. And if they can get a couple outside shots to fall, this game will be a lot closer for them.
10 seconds left in the half. Beaver Dam's up 11, 30-19. They can take the last shot of the half. 4 seconds. Donaldson, 2 seconds. Donaldson drives, layup, no, but a foul. And it stops the clock with 0.5 seconds left until the break.
There's been a couple of those on that left side of the rim there that just won't go down for Beaver Dam here in the first half.
The foul was on Amundsen, her first, team's fourth, and the first free throw rattles off the rim, no good for Donaldson. One more coming up for Taya. And that'll just pretty much close out the first half. Second one is good. And as they inbound, the horn sounds. That's the end of the first half. And on the John Deere Horicon Works scoreboard at halftime, it is Beaver Dam 31 and Menomonee 19. Stay with us. We'll take a break. Back for our halftime report right after this on Daily Dodge TV.
$6,000 off Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cabs are financed interest-free with no payments for 90 days during the Black Friday sales event at Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Beaver Dam. You heard me right, $6,000 off. And the deals don't end there. $3,500 off the best third-row SUV in the market, Jeep Grand Cherokee L, and brand new Jeep Compass 4x4 starting at $32,685. It's official, the deals are back. Let our family take care of your family at Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Beaver Dam and reedchrysler.com.
We want to get you into your comfort zone. Chad Guzzi here of Air Care in Beaver Dam. We are your heating and cooling experts with more than 40 years of experience. Our trained professionals install forced air systems, zoning, boilers, in-floor heating, geothermal units, mini splits, and more to keep you in the zone. We want you to be completely comfortable with an efficient, quiet system that is designed specifically for you, your home, and your budget. Find your comfort zone with Air Care. aircareinc.com.
At the Bayside Supper Club on Thursdays from 5 to 8:30, you can have the famous chicken wing and rib combo and 10-ounce prime rib plus full menu. Fridays, the all-you-can-eat chicken and fish seafood buffet from 4:30 to 9, and Saturday is the prime rib shrimp seafood buffet from 5 to 8:30 plus full menu. Sunday brunches every Sunday from 10:30 to 1:30. Make your holiday party reservations now. Call Mike and Doreen today at 920-887-0505.
My dentist cares about me.
Hi, this is Dr. Adam Forster. At Columbus Family Dental, we care about you and your entire family. We're here to provide comprehensive, convenient care for you and your loved ones in a comfortable, laid-back environment. Whether you need braces for the kids or cosmetic work for yourself, we're here waiting for you. Call us today at 623-5559 to set up your no-pressure, free consultation to see if we're the right fit for you.
Ready, set, Ergo! The game plan is to make banking convenient for you. Ergo Bank has locations in Marquezan and Fox Lake with interactive teller machines in 5 different communities. And at all locations, speak with a live teller and conduct most in-branch transactions by transferring, withdrawing, or depositing. That's better banking by design. Open 7 a to 7 p Monday through Friday, 7 to noon on Saturdays. Call them today at 920-398-2336 or visit ergobank.com. Ergo Bank, an equal housing lender and member FDIC.
What's in your kids' lunchbox today? Turkey and bacon on honey whole wheat? Roast beef on sourdough? PB&J on cinnamon chip? With bananas? That is bananas, but that's what fresh baked breads from Great Harvest can do for you. Unleash your sandwich ingenuity. So show your kids some lunchbox love with chicken salad on cranberry orange bread, Italian on cheddar garlic bread. Then show everyone your creation at Instagram or Facebook using this hashtag. Great Harvest. Bread. The way it ought to be.
Is it time to update the bathroom? Then it's time to head to Hometown Glass and Improvement of Beaver Dam. Hometown has a full complement of Vasco shower enclosures. Hometown Glass makes your selection of enclosures easy, and they provide hassle-free installation. When you purchase a Vasco shower enclosure, your expectations will be exceeded. Hometown Glass promises you a classy, elegant, and luxurious centerpiece for your bathroom. Hometown Glass and Improvement, Highway 33 east of Beaver Dam, on the web at hometownglass.com.
Jerry's Automotive in Beaver Dam is a champion of our local schools. Team up with Jerry's Automotive by pumping your gas at their Spirit Pump, where 2 cents of every gallon is donated to a local school each month. Jerry's Automotive also provides exceptional vehicle service and repairs and a great selection of convenience items. Visit Jerry's Automotive Center WI.com and on Facebook. Jerry's Automotive, 700 North Spring Street in Beaver Dam, across the street from Beaver Dam Food Pride.
And once again, our broadcast today brought to you by our presenting video sponsors, Columbus Family Dental, Hometown Glass and Improvement, and the Beaver Dam Unified School District. Today's game also brought to you by John Deere Horicon Works, Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Air Care, Richards Insurance, Bayside Supper Club, Metalcraft of Mayville, Landmark Credit Union, Jerry's Automotive, McKinstry's Home Furnishings, Ergo Bank, Great Harvest Bread Company, Surefire, and Fox Brothers Piggly Wiggly. Well, the Beaver Dam Unified School District is committed to its strategic plan and the actions that result in improved outcomes for students in our community. For more information on the school success plans at your child's school and the strategic efforts grounded in supporting academic excellence and social emotional fortitude, please visit our website or contact your child's principal. 31-19, Beaver Dam leads Menomonee on the John Deere Horicon Works scoreboard at halftime, and we'll take a look right now at the first half individual scoring for Beaver Dam. They were paced by Maddie Kinsey. She had a pair of 3-point baskets, 8 points total in the game for Kinsey. Taya Donaldson and Bella Astreicher, 7 points each for the Golden Beavers in that first half. Carly Lappin hit a 3-ball, so she finished the half with 3. And then it was Ellen Poles, Riley Zarnecki, and Emma Julka, all with 2 points apiece for the Golden Beavers. Looking at the Menomonee side, Anna Wheeler led the way. She had 8 points. McKenna Amundsen with 6. Ashley Quilling chipped in 3, and it was Elizabeth Kiles with 2 points for the Mustangs. 31-19, and as I mentioned, Menomonee got a little ground to make up here, Norbert, but they were finding success in the post in that first half, and I imagine that's going to be more of their concentration and more concerted effort even in the second half of this one.
Yeah, definitely. They're going to look to push the ball, as we noticed, but also when they get in the half court, they're going to try to get it to their bigs, and that's going to open up the outside game. I'm sure that's what they're hoping for anyway, because like we mentioned, it's Beaver Dam watched obviously Coach Chase did a good job watching last night's game and realized, the inside was hurting them, but also those shots that Berg made last night were huge in that game they took Waupun to overtime, and they haven't let her get anything from the outside, and they're really doing a good job on that part, and as long as they keep doing that and shoring up that inside post game, they'll be all right in this contest.
Yeah, you think Beaver Dam saw that game last night and think we got to make sure we don't let Berg beat us today?
Right, exactly.
I think that's what happened here.
And
I think
you have to make sure you have to body up on the inside too in those rebounds, because if they're going to get some shots, it's one thing, but you can't have reloads and easy points in the paint.
But once again, as we seem like a broken record year after year, but Beaver Dam's guard play just outstanding again, and they're leading the way. Especially when we've talked about it with Gabby Wilkie being out right now due to injury, Ani Salatel.
Right.
The guards, they're guard heavy to begin with.
Yep.
But they're doing well, and even the youngsters, even the freshmen.
Yeah, and the youngsters have to right now, because now they kind of have to be the playmakers for the team, especially when there isn't those eyes just on Gabby like it is a lot of times. And now they kind of have to create and do little things differently while Gabby Wilkie's out.
We had a couple of emails to get to here that just came in a little bit ago. And this email says, watching from downtown Beaver Dam, go Beavers. That's from Sandy, our good friend Sandy at McKinstry's Home Furnishings. And, of course, McKinstry's Home Furnishings, they have been a long time partner at the radio station, and they are always supportive of high school athletes in the area, namely Beaver Dam, but other schools as well. Sandy, thank you very much, and to all of you folks at McKinstry's Home Furnishings for your longtime partnership and friendship with us here at the dailydodge.com and WBEV Radio. Let's see, this email says, watching the game from Menomonee. Thank you for broadcasting it. Go Mustangs, and that's from Jennifer Lee. Jennifer is an ELL teacher at River Heights Elementary. Jennifer, thank you. And she said here that we spelled Menomonee incorrectly on our broadcast banner. We apologize for that.
There's too many of those.
I'm going to say right now, I'm not in charge of the banner. No, not Ninja. I'm just giving you a hard time. No, we apologize for that. It was totally unintentional. You got to remember there are 3 different Menomonees in Wisconsin. They're all spelled a little bit differently.
Correct.
But I tell you what, though, I know better because I went to college at UW Eau Claire, and I used to spend a lot of time in Menomonee when I worked for WEAU TV, Channel 13 out of Eau Claire. I was a sports photographer, and I used to go to games all over the West Central region there and shoot highlights for the 10 o'clock news. I'd go to Menomonee frequently to get high school highlights. This is back in the mid-'90s, and also to UW Stout quite a bit to shoot highlights. So I love Menomonee, and I'm from Minneapolis originally, so that's not that far away, and great area up there. And for those of you back up in Menomonee, and that's my old stomping grounds, the Menomonee, Eau Claire, Chippewa Falls, the Chippewa Valley. Miss that area. But I like it here, too. I've lived here for 26 years now, so this is home now.
You must like it okay anyway down here.
I like it okay. They haven't kicked me out of town yet, so. Anyway, second half getting underway. Menomonee's going to inbound to start the second half, and they'll switch it up. Mustang's going to go right to left as we see it. That means Beaver Dam will go left to right. All right, 31-19, Golden Beavers on top. You can send us an email again in the second half tonight, sports@dailydodge.com. Send me your name, where you're from, who you're cheering for, sports@dailydodge.com. And we have our first foul. We're not even 10 seconds into the half. And Ashley just picked up her third, team's first. Got a little too up close and personal there. Anyways, this is Kyles. Giving it to Jacobson, driving. She was sandwiched between two defenders, got fouled on the shot. I mean, there were two defenders right there, and she wasn't bashful. She just muscled her way through and got the shot off, and she's going to go to the line.
Yeah, strong enough, good enough length there to get that shot up.
Zarnecki picked up her third personal, team second, and the first free throw is good for Jacobson. For Jacobson, that's her first point in the game today. Beaver Dam's got a couple of players with 3 fouls. They got to be careful here. Long way to go on this one. Second free throw is good, so Menomonee closes the gap to 10 on the John Deere Horicon Works scoreboard. Beaver Dam 31, Menomonee 21, opening minute of play. Second half. A striker over to Ashley. Ashley coming back to the near side, feeds Donaldson. She'll go right back to the left side. A striker over in front of her own bench with Tim Chase barking instructions behind her. Now Donaldson off a screen set by A striker behind the back dribble. Nice move! And she missed the layup short. I don't know if somebody got a hand on it or not, but what a move. Just couldn't finish. There's a post feed. Zarnecki tipped it. Saved by Wheeler, and they work it to Berg. She's into the lane. Shot is up and in. Mary Berg with her first bucket of the game. 31-23. Mustangs are within 8. Well, last night Beaver Dam had a 12-point lead at half, and then Prairie du Chien made a push in the second half. See if Menomonee's got a push in them here in the second half today. And right now they're off to a good start as they've closed the gap to 8. I wouldn't leave your device or your TV screen here, folks. This is you got a long way to go. This is going to be entertaining down the stretch. So these two clubs going at it. Nice move, A striker, and she goes in for the layup, but there was just nobody there. The C's parted, and A striker says, "I'll just take it in for an easy 2."
Yeah, not real good help defense there by Menomonee, a team that usually plays really good defense.
33-23. Beaver Dam leads by 10 on the John Deere Horicon Works scoreboard. We're not quite 2 minutes into the second half. Kyles, ball fake, into the lane, spins, underhanded shot off the glass, too strong. Zarnecki the rebound. Well, I like the move, just a little too strong off the glass. And then Donaldson got stripped. They throw it ahead. This is Kyles. It was actually Quilling that forced the turnover. And now A striker steals it right back. Bella A striker. Out in three-point land, up to the top of the key. Donaldson a triple. Yes! Taya Donaldson knocks down the 3 ball. That's giving her now 10 points in the game, 36-23. Beaver Dam's up by 13, 2.5 minutes gone, second half. Mike Tronson, Norbert Durst with you on Daily Dodge TV. Want to thank Norbert for joining me today. My special guest analyst, he's from wisports.net. Does a great job covering girls high school basketball in Wisconsin. And a timeout by Menomonee, brought to you by Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Let our family take care of your family. Back in 1 minute on Daily Dodge TV.
Welcome back to our live coverage of stunt magician Merlin Wormwood, brought to you by Surefire, your leading local installer of Lennox home comfort systems.
That's right, Matilda. Merlin Wormwood has locked himself in his mother's basement and is refusing to install a Lennox home comfort system from Surefire until she promises to start making him pizza bagels every Friday evening.
Chuck, I'm sorry. How is this stunt magic? Isn't this just a lame protest?
Have you tried his mom's pizza bagels? They're incredible.
When we come back, what's the secret behind Merlin's mother's pizza bagels? And the latest weather report with Surefire up next.
With a finance plan to fit every budget, today is the time to upgrade to new Lennox home comfort system from Surefire, your local Lennox premier dealer. Online at surefireinc.com.
Be sure with Surefire.
$15-15 left to go second half on the John Deere Horicon Works scoreboard. Beaver Dam 36, Menomonee 23. And this is Kyles off the glass. Can't get it to go. Zarnecki has the rebound and feeds Shea Marie Ashley. She'll bring it across the timeline. Menomonee trying to get back into this one. Donaldson free throw line jumper. Book it. Taya Donaldson, 5 points in the half. She's got a dozen in the game. 38-23. And Menomonee had closed the gap to 8 here just out of the gates in this second half. It's now back to a 15-point lead.
Yeah, and that's the thing that Beaver Dam will usually do to you. Good defense, and they get a couple shots to fall for them, and they can get that lead back to where they want it to be.
With it now is Jacobson in the right corner. Kinsey guarding her. Kinsey all over her, and she just kind of threw an errant pass. She was in trouble, and she was trying to get it to Kyles, but Kinsey forced her into that turnover. And now substitutes on both sides here. Get some fresh personnel out there with 14:25 left in the half. Norbert, you going to stick around for those games tonight?
Oh, yeah, I'll be here for the rest of the night.
I say no surprise there. You do a heck of a job for WIS Sports. I've said that for a long time. I truly mean it.
I appreciate
Lucky to
that.
have you covering Wisconsin girls high school basketball.
And everyone that gets to listen to your games is lucky for you, because especially Beaver Dam people, because like we talked about before, big schools don't have this. So it's a treat for them to be able to watch these games throughout the season if they can't come to them.
Well, that's exactly why we do what we do. Here's a three. Poles missed it short. And the rebound is picked up by Brooklyn Burt. And it's been my honor to be in Beaver Dam calling these games for, this is my 26th year. So they haven't kicked me out yet, so that's a good sign. It's been a great ride. My honor to do it. 13:44 left, and we've got a whistle, and looks like a foul on Beaver Dam. I'm really excited for next month, because Beaver Dam is going to be playing in a tournament after Christmas down in Tennessee. And
they're going to let you go?
I'm going to go down and broadcast the games.
Nice.
Ninja is coming with. He's going to video stream them for us, and we are sending the Daily Dodge TV crew down to Tennessee for those 3 games. And here's the drive, and hit the underside of the rim. That was Quilling, and she got fouled. Yeah, we're going to head down there December 27th, 28th, and 29th at Riverdale High School in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. It's the State Farm Classic. Beaver Dam's got 3 games in 3 days. There's the first free throw is good. That's one of the reasons they wanted to play 3 games in a row this week, because it prepares them. This is what it's going to be like in December when they go to Tennessee.
Yeah, Coach Chase thinks a lot down the road. He's not just thinking about today when he schedules things like that.
That's why he's a Hall of Famer.
Exactly.
38-25 after a pair of free throws there for Quilling. Yeah, we're excited to bring the Daily Dodge crew down there to Tennessee to broadcast those games. We'll be talking more about them in the coming weeks, but that's really not that far away. It's just a little over a month away. Donaldson free throw line jumper. Yes, Donaldson is feeling it again.
She's doing a lot of really nice things off the dribble, especially with that jumper.
She now has 14 points. And there's Burt on the baseline, driving, ran into a defender, Lappin. They kick it back out. Quilling now. She's double teamed immediately. Quilling looking for help. Gets and threw it away. Kinsey intercepted. That double team forced the turnover. Here's Donaldson. How about a 3-ball? No, a little bit short. And the rebound out of bounds. Oh my goodness. Poles and Lappin and Burt all hit the deck fighting for that rebound. It went out of bounds. Mustangs are going to get it back. Right now they trail by 15. It's 40-25. Beaver Dam on top on the John Deere Horicon Works scoreboard.
Yeah, a little extra juice right now from Beaver Dam, and I'm sure they got, told a little bit at halftime that they needed to have a little bit more juice, especially on defense. to open things up, and that'll open things up on offense as well. But defensively, they've been doing a great job here in the second half.
And that's 10-second count, or is it a timeout? No, they got a timeout just in the nick of time, actually. Timeout brought to you by Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Let our family take care of your family. Back in 1 minute, Daily Dodge TV.
American drivers overpay an average of $368 per year on their auto insurance. Why? Because, well, insurance is hard. It's complicated. It's time-consuming to get quotes from multiple companies, so we overpay. Or we call Richards Insurance in Beaver Dam. Make one call and receive a quote from a great company like Auto Owners Insurance. The team at Richards Insurance will literally do all the work for you. So if you could be saving money each month with an Auto Owners Insurance policy, you'll know about it. How much will you save with Richards Insurance? To find out, call Richards Insurance or stop in at 123 North Spring Street, downtown Beaver Dam. With offices in Columbus, Watertown, West Bend, and Oshkosh. With over 50 employees and hundreds of years insurance experience across 5 offices, you'll get full-service counseling with no obligation. Your auto owner's insurance carrier is Richards Insurance in Beaver Dam. Call 887-1615.
We'll be there with you.
Richards Insurance of Beaver Dam.
Just like that, we're back to live action. Beaver Dam with possession. 12 minutes exactly left to go in the ball game. On the John Deere Horicon Works scoreboard, it's 40-25. There's a drive. Count the layup and one. Oh my goodness, Carly Lappin turned on the Jets, and she's got a chance to complete the three-point play. Lappin, 5 points in the game, and a free throw pending as Menomonee will send in a couple of subs. So Lappin's going to shoot one. And it is good. And just like that, Beaver Dam has increased the lead. They're up by 18 against a Menomonee team that is really good and was at state last year. And Beaver Dam is routing them right now by 18. Allie Lamb, 5'3" senior, had checked in a moment ago for the Mustangs. Post feed, intercepted. Boy, the defense really tightened up here for Beaver Dam in the second half. Lappin to A-Striker. To Jolka for three. No good off the rim. There's a box out and rebound for Kyles. Now, there's still plenty of time here if you're a Mustangs fan. I mean, a lot of time left.
Yeah, they just got to get something to fall from the outside because so far, I mean, everything's just been going bad.
And Lappin just forced another turnover. I mean, really, we mentioned it a couple times. Beaver Dam, there's Lappin going through traffic. One-handed shot off the rim, no. Fighting for the rebound. Boy, Lappin just, she's turned up the energy even another notch here in the second half. The whole team has defensively.
Yeah, and that's what it really takes because, again, that offensive intensity will lead to a lot of offensive plays, that defensive pressure and everything.
But as I said, if you're a Menomonee fan, hang with us. Still 11 minutes and 5 seconds left, and this team's certainly capable of getting right back into it. This is Berg. Berg one-hands it to Jacobson. Jacobson double team spinning, kicks it out. Lamb over to Kyles now. Kyles on the near wing. Oh, she tried to go to Wheeler in the post, but the pass was off the mark, picked off by Zarnecki, and now she'll give it to Ashley. Shea Marie Ashley crosses the midcourt stripe. Little hesitation move, pushes it out high on the left. Gritzmacher is now out there now. Mackenzie Gritzmacher, 5'7" junior. Oh, Zarnecki lost it. Back the other way, Jacobson. Ashley hustling back. Jacobson, though, going to take it in for the layup. Boy, Ashley closed the gap in a hurry, but Jacobson was able to finish. And it's 43-27. Beaver Dam on top on your John Deere Horicon Works scoreboard. Approaching the 10-minute mark and counting of the second half. Ashley out there on the left side, driving into the lane. Bounce pass to the right baseline. Zarnecki quickly up to A-Striker. A-Striker on the left-handed dribble. Sets up now between the rings. Back to Ashley. Ashley on the move. Left side, forced the shot up, missed it a little bit short, and Berg has the deflection. Here's Berg, one-handing it to Kyles. She'll try a three ball. It is off the mark, no good. Rebound for Gritzmacher. 9.5 to play in the game. Beaver Dam's got the lead and possession. A striker for three, too strong. Rebound and a putback. There's a whistle first. Lappin had the offensive board, but there was a whistle before she could get a shot off. And this foul, I believe, is on Kyles, which it is. I mentioned it earlier. Nice crowd here this afternoon, and for Menomonee, that's not a short drive from Menomonee to here, but good crowd for this game, and really a lot of the games that we've had all weekend. A lot of folks here, and
yeah, you got
nice
come
to
out.
See that.
Yeah, you got to come out and watch these great teams play. Lots of talent in the state, and lots of talent here at Beaver Dam.
Donaldson, look at that move by Donaldson. I mean, it just makes it look easy. And she now has 16 points in the game, 45-27. BD with the lead. Mustangs have possession. And we're halfway through the second stanza. This is Quilling. Over to Lamb. Now to the corner. A striker all over Berg. A striker's done a nice job defensively. Shot is up for Berg. She got a three-pointer up, but she missed it off the rim. And boy, it's been tough to come by. Looks today. Ashley, off-balance shot, missed it as she fell out of bounds. Berg picks up the rebound. I was about to say A Striker and company have done a really nice job defensively on her.
They definitely have, because she had, that's her first look from the outside, and she had to kind of force it a bit to get it off.
Clock stopped with 8 minutes, 30 seconds remaining in this contest. And the inbounds pass, Wheeler was able to save it from going out of bounds to Allie Lamb. Lamb now to Burt. To the right side, Quilling for three. Off the mark, hits the rim. Kinsey has the rebound. Beaver Dam basketball. Now Ashley, straight ahead. And feeds A Striker to the left corner. There's Zarnicki. Back to Donaldson. She'll just back up, and Beaver Dam's got a 18-point lead here. They don't have to force anything. They can be patient on offense if they wish. Or they can do that.
They just let her just
they can
go
just
to work.
let her just put it. Yeah, exactly. Donaldson now with 18 points. Shows you what I know. Be patient or let her shoot. 7:40 to go in the game. Yeah.
Well, she's shooting a pretty high clip besides that left side layup.
Right.
That's just been the struggle for her today.
Post feed. Oh, boy. Wheeler was the intended target, but Kinsey, that's a tough pass because there were defenders all over Wheeler. Donaldson, bullseye! Are you kidding me? Taya Donaldson is on absolute fire right now. 21 points in the game for Taya Donaldson. Remember, folks, this is her fourth varsity game. This is only her fourth varsity game. She's got 21 points. And there's a shot that might have been blocked, partially blocked. Short, Burt has the rebound, kicks it out to Quilling. 6:53 and counting left. There's a shot up, no good. Wheeler couldn't get the rebound, and Berg fighting for it. She's got it. The defender fell down. Bounce pass, spin move. Wheeler puts it up. No, but a foul. And that'll stop it with 6:45 left. 50-27. Beaver Dam on top on your John Deere Horicon Works scoreboard. And, well, you have a player, got to tie a shoe here. Free throws coming up. First one is good. Got an email here. It says, shout out from northern Wisconsin. Go Beavers and go Shea Marie from Grandpa and Grandma. Thanks for streaming the games. Great job. So Shea Marie, Ashley's grandparents watching. Second free throw is good. Wheeler got them both. Again, if you want to sneak an email in before the end of the broadcast, sports@dailydodge.com is where you can find us. It's where you always find us. 50-29 now. Beaver Dam still in front by 21 points with 6:28 to go. Out of the gates at the start of the second half, Menomonee had cut that deficit down to 8. Looked like they were going to make a push, and then Beaver Dam just ramped things up on the defensive side and pulled away.
Yeah, that defensive pressure was, what really changed the game to being that, like, okay, maybe this is going to be a game all the way down. But, between that and the way they've been playing on offense, namely Donaldson, it's Beaver Dam's still a tough team to beat, even if they're shorthanded.
Well, and I think this is another example of just how good the depth is.
Correct.
On this Beaver Dam team, Norbert. That's a luxury. And Tim Chase has had really good depth for a lot of years, and this year's no exception. And they need it right now with players out. 3-ball is good. That is Lappin. Carly Lappin from downtown, 53-29 Beaver Dam.
Yeah, and this is a team that, competed really well against Notre Dame in that sectional final, too, and it's a lot of kids are back, so they're looking to, compete again if they can get to that game. So it's, it's never a certain thing, even as good as Notre Dame is right now, to just walk into the state tournament.
And as we said, Menomonee's no slouch. They were at state last year.
Yeah, they know how to win games.
Notre Dame. They know how to win. They were champs of that tough Big Rivers Conference last year. And this is a team that, here's a ball out of bounds, and it's going to go back to Beaver Dam. But this is a team this Menomonee team that's, going to get some recognition around the state, and deservedly so after what they've done here, especially last year, but just in recent years in general. They've been on the rise. They really have.
Yeah, they're a team that's been getting to a sectional play, even if they haven't, last year was their first state appearance, but they've been a team that's been winning a lot of games and getting to sectional play a lot lately.
It's a drive by Poles. She missed, but she got fouled, and so Ellen Poles will head to the free throw line. That was the first foul on Schoenberger.
And that's the benefit of playing good teams, too. And, they come down here, we don't just want to play average teams. We want to play, we'll pawn a very good team, then we're going to play Beaver Dam, a team that's, been good for the last, 10-plus years. So it's just one of those things where you can learn a lot from these losses more than you can from beating a team by 25.
And the next free throw is no good. Bounced around. Lappin got the deflection. Layup. Got it. Carly Lappin was in the right spot to get that deflection. And she puts it up and in, 56-29. And I don't know if I quite expected a score this lopsided today. But credit Beaver Dam. They are playing extremely well. And there's a layup no good for Burt. Rebound. That's Jolka taking it back the other way.
Yeah, I'm sure they thought they could have played a little bit better yesterday against Prairie du Chien. Granted, Prairie du Chien is a very good team, but I think they probably thought they could have played better. And knowing how Menomonee played last night against Waupun, I think they were just ready to go in this game. And the back-to-back when you're playing on the road is a lot different for Menomonee.
Yes, it is. Absolutely, that's right. They had to drive 3.5 hours to get here, and they stayed the night, I'm sure. But you're on the road. You're not sleeping in your own bed, and that's not easy. Underhanded shot, no good for Lappin, but she will head to the charity stripe. Yeah, Prairie du Chien last night, it was their first game of the year.
Mm-hmm.
And in the first half, you could tell it was their first game of the year. They played much better in the second half, and they started to pick it up and get their legs under them a little bit.
Yeah, and they're another team that they returned a lot of that group. Granted, Lily Cron now playing for Wisconsin, but the rest of that group is back.
Yeah.
And a lot of times you can gel really quickly, even though maybe you lose your score. As long as you can put enough points on the board, you're going to be in those games.
Lappin got the second free throw to go after missing the first. 57-29. It was a fun game to do last night with, Beaver Dam and Prairie du Chien. They've got that Wisconsin Badger connection with Maddie Wilkie and Lily Cron, so they're now teammates at UW. Here's a 3-ball. It is good. How about a rainbow 3 for Schoenberger? 57-32, but we're down to 4:15 left on the John Deere Horicon Works scoreboard, and Beaver Dam's been in control. A couple of subs out there for Beaver Dam, including Gritzmacher back in, and Aspen Abel, one of those fine freshmen, just checked in, and now we've got a whistle as Zarnecki was on the drive. Riley with an all-expenses-paid trip to the free throw line with 4:03 to go. Well, Beaver Dam played a lot of games this week, but next week you got the Thanksgiving break coming up. I think they only have one game next week. That's Tuesday, so I think they'll.
It's kind of probably difficult to load up 2 weeks the same way when you only have.
So.
24 games is still a lot of games, but
right.
when you play 4 games, there's not a whole lot you can do for a couple weeks anyway.
But they'll get a break, and probably a much-needed break after a busy first week. Second one is good. Zarnecki gets them both.
I guess it lets the players and the coaches all enjoy all of that extra food a little bit, enjoy that a little extra gravy or whatever your joy is on the Thanksgiving feast.
Under 4 minutes to go, 59-32. Beaver Dam leads Menomonee on the John Deere Horicon Works scoreboard. Mike Tronson, Norbert Durst with you on Daily Dodge TV.
I'm always there for the stuffing, so that's where it's at for me.
That is my vice on Thanksgiving Day. My mom's northern stuffing. We call it northern stuffing. And Ninja too. Ninja's just saying, yep, he's the stuffing guy too. Which is, it works hard. I work hard to get a figure like this, so stuffing certainly helps.
I'm not much of a sweets guy, so that's where it's at for me between that and the meats. So, and my mom is an awesome baker, but I guess I probably grew up with eating too much of that. I come home from an away game, and what is there to eat? Grew up on a dairy farm, and so there's not a whole lot of food left from the day, so have some cake or have some pie. So that's probably why I don't eat that anymore.
First free throw's up and good, by the way. 59-33. I love all the food at Thanksgiving, but I could live just on the stuffing alone. It's that good.
Same.
Second free throw is good, so Schoenberger got them both. 59-34. Beaver Dam leads, 3:34 to go, and we hope all of you have a very safe and happy Thanksgiving. I know it's a few days away, but we're getting close, and so we wish you all a very safe and happy holiday week. If you're traveling, be safe. A lot of people will be doing that. This is Aspen Abel. Aaliyah Guerra just checked in as well. She's a freshman. Or beg pardon, she's a sophomore, 5'6" sophomore. So you've got some of the youngsters kind of finishing up today for Beaver Dam. Gritzmacher tried a three, missed it. Jalen Dronick is also out there for Beaver Dam. She is a freshman. Nope, she's a sophomore too. Well, there's a lot of freshmen and sophomore, a lot of newcomers, but they're not all freshmen, I guess. But 2:41 to go in this one. 59-34 Beaver Dam. I've been joking about this the last couple of games here, but Beaver Dam has new uniforms on the way, but they're not here yet. And the rosters they printed up for the games here have the new uniform numbers that the girls will be wearing, but they're still wearing the old ones. So my roster
making your job a little more difficult.
I had to scribble a lot of temporary numbers in there, but it's working. We're getting there. Here's Dronick on the rebound. Luckily, I know these girls well enough that it probably wouldn't have mattered a whole lot, but still, it's nice to have the correct numbers on here.
Name the right names.
Right, exactly. Here's a three on the way for Aspen Abel. She missed it. Dronick, the offensive board. She got fouled on the putback. Jalen Dronick getting a slap from her teammate Kenzie Gritzmacher, and she'll head to the charity stripe. 2:21 to go on the John Deere Horicon Works scoreboard. And Tim Chase was joking with me as the first free throw is up and in and out. No good for Dronick. He says, we're going to get the new uniforms and then we're going to wear throwbacks on the first night. I said, oh my goodness. I said, okay, I see how you operate here. Dronick's second free throw missed short, and a nice offensive rebound for Ellen Poles. Poles giving it to Gritzmacher, out to Aaliyah Guerra, and she will launch the three. It's off the rim, no, and now a foul. What do we got? 2:10 to go. As the ball got away, but let's see. We have a foul at the on Beaver Dam. And they're now at 10 for the half, so it's double bonus the rest of the way for the Mustangs of Menomonee. Menomonee is back in action on Tuesday night. First free throw is up, and it is good for Amundsen. Menomonee on Tuesday will have a home game against Onalaska. Second free throw banked in. The bank is open on Saturday night in Beaver Dam, 59-36. Beaver Dam also going to play on Tuesday after a couple days off. Aspen floats one up, missed it. Aspen Abel missed that shot. And, Beaver Dam's game on Tuesday right here in this facility. It's against Baraboo. That's a game that we're going to have for you on Daily Dodge TV. We'll also be simulcasting on 1430 ESPN, 7:15 for the tip, 7 o'clock pregame, and an over and back on the Mustangs. Sierra Oth, 5'8" sophomore, had just checked in a little while ago and could not prevent the over and back there. 1:50 to go. 59-36, BD on top and with possession. Impressive showing today. The Golden Beavers going to go to 4-0 on the young season. Aspen Abel up to Gritzmacher for 3 off the back iron. Rebound was tipped to Dronick. Dronick through traffic, floats one up, and Jalen Dronick gets into the scoring column. 61-36. Golden Beavers on top. And we're down to the final minute 13. Well, I would think if you're Tim Chase here, Norbert, you got to be pretty pleased with this effort today.
Oh, definitely, because last night, when he was talking, he was like, this is going to cause us some problems on the inside, and we got to make sure to defend them on the outside. And they've done a great job on both aspects, especially the way the second half started. They're going to creep back into the game down 8, and then all of a sudden went up 15, and now we're sitting here where it's a pretty easy win.
Speaking of the success Menomonee had in the first half on the inside, Wheeler and Amundsen combined for 14 points in the first half. They've been held to 2 free throws each in the second half.
Yeah, that help side defense has been a lot different, and just how they're playing that in the post, playing it a lot better than they did in the first half.
44.6 seconds remaining. Menomonee turns it over, 61-36. Well, if you're a Menomonee fan, don't get too down on this one, because this is a quality Beaver Dam team, and the Mustangs, they're going to win a lot of games this year. There's no doubt about it. This is a team that is they're slated for good things again this season.
Yeah, and that's just what it is.
They just ran into 2 really good teams.
Right, when you play good teams,
here.
that's what's going to happen. You might lose some, and that's just how it goes. And, games get out of hand sometimes if you don't make enough shots. And that's kind of what happened in this one. Just good defense by Beaver Dam.
14 seconds left. There's a turnover as Lamb has it, but Menomonee one last rush up the court, down to 5 seconds. 3 seconds. And one last shot. A 3-ball is good at the horn for Schoenberger. And that'll do it. That one does count. It beat the buzzer. And the final score, Beaver Dam 61 and Menomonee 39. Beaver Dam goes to 4-0 on the season. Menomonee drops to 1-2. And very impressive performance by the Golden Beavers, as we mentioned. And for Menomonee, they're going to learn a lot from playing Waupun and Beaver Dam the last 2 nights, that's for sure.
Yeah, and that's why you play those non-conference games, whether you're a team that's up and coming, a team that wants to get back to the state tournament. It's all about playing the best teams if you want to get better. And that's, I think the coaches that have bought into that are teams that are regularly either in the hunt or just outside of that to get to the state tournament.
Norbert Durst, he covers girls basketball in the state of Wisconsin for WisSports.net. Norbert, it was a pleasure to have you back up here in the broadcast booth with me, and you're welcome here anytime.
Yeah, and I'll definitely be back, because I always enjoy calling the games with you, Mike. It's always a great time to kind of get a little different perspective on a game, and and just to talk about girls basketball. It's always fun.
I love talking shop too, my friend, and thanks again. I really appreciate having you. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your wife, who I met for the first time a couple of weeks ago, and your entire family.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Happy Thanksgiving to you as well.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. We're going to take a break. We'll come back for the John Deere postgame show. Tim Chase is going to join us up here for his postgame chat right after this on Daily Dodge TV.
John Deere not only builds great equipment, it's a great place to build your career and a high quality of life. You see, there's a certain kind of pride in being a part of a great American brand. It's the security that comes from learning new skills you'll have for a lifetime, a more confident future with unlimited growth opportunities, and the knowledge that you're valued and rewarded with a competitive benefits package. We're Deere strong and Horicon proud. Are you one of us?
For every, where's the grocery list? I'll go to the store.
So you'll fill up my car on the way home?
Moment. If it has to do with your life and your money, it's a landmark moment, and Landmark Credit Union is here to help.
With free checking accounts that offer you the choice of getting paid dividends on your balance or earning rewards points on your purchases. Opening an account is fast and simple and gives you access to Credit Hub, powered by Savvy Money, which shows your credit score so you can keep your finances healthy. Landmark Credit Union. Visit landmarkcu.com, insured by NCUA.
Hi, this is Sandy from McKinstry's Home Furnishings in downtown Beaver Dam. We are proud to support all area athletes. While at home watching or listening to your favorite sports team, why not be comfortable? McKinstry's is a lazy boy comfort studio. We have sofas, recliners, sectionals, and reclining sofas in stock and ready for prompt delivery. Stop into McKinstry's Home Furnishings in downtown Beaver Dam and add comfort to your home.
Year after year, McKinstry's.
Looking for a change? A new career that checks all of the boxes? Excellent benefits? A great team culture? And plenty of room to grow? Metalcraft of Mayville is looking for candidates like you to fill openings in Mayville, West Bend, and Beaver Dam. Metalcraft truly believes employees make the difference, offering paid training, top wages, and a regularly sanitized, safe workplace. Apply today at mtlcraft.com.
Metalcraft of Mayville.
$6,000 off Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cabs are financed interest-free with no payments for 90 days during the Black Friday sales event at Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Beaver Dam. You heard me right, $6,000 off. And the deals don't end there. $3,500 off the best third-row SUV in the market, Jeep Grand Cherokee L, and brand new Jeep Compass 4x4 starting at $32,685. It's official, the deals are back. Let our family take care of your family at Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Beaver Dam and reedchrysler.com.
We want to get you into your comfort zone. Chad Guzzi here of Air Care in Beaver Dam. We are your heating and cooling experts with more than 40 years of experience. Our trained professionals install forced air systems, zoning, boilers, in-floor heating, geothermal units, mini splits, and more to keep you in the zone. We want you to be completely comfortable with an efficient, quiet system that is designed specifically for you, your home, and your budget. Find your comfort zone with Air Care. aircareinc.com.
At the Bayside Supper Club on Thursdays from 5 to 8:30, you can have the famous chicken wing and rib combo and 10-ounce prime rib plus full menu. Fridays, the all-you-can-eat chicken and fish seafood buffet from 4:30 to 9, and Saturday is the prime rib shrimp seafood buffet from 5 to 8:30 plus full menu. Sunday brunches every Sunday from 10:30 to 1:30. Make your holiday party reservations now. Call Mike and Doreen today at 920-887-0505.
If a new smile is what you're looking for, we have the answer for you. Hi, this is Dr. Adam Forster at Columbus Family Dental, where we specialize in making people smile. We promise to take the time to get to know you so we can provide you with a custom plan to help you achieve the smile of your dreams. Our experienced team looks forward to hearing from you soon. Call us today at 623-5559.
Come to Columbus Family Dental. The people here are nice, and I trust them.
You're watching the Daily Dodge postgame show, presented by John Deere.
And welcome back to the Beaver Dam High School Field House. Mike Tronson with you on the postgame show, which is brought to you by John Deere Horicon Works. And the final score today on the John Deere Horicon Works scoreboard, Beaver Dam going to 4-0 on the young season as the Golden Beavers knock off a very talented Menomonee squad 61-39. I'm joined up here at the broadcast area by Tim Chase. He's the head coach of Beaver Dam. And Tim, just an outstanding effort by your girls in this one. As I said, against a very quality opponent. I was really impressed with the defense. It really was solid, especially in the second half, I thought.
Yeah, I was impressed how we played today. I thought this was a very tough game for us. I thought there were some really tough matchups for us. I got Bella ace striker the last two nights, really taking away two pretty good players. Can't say enough about her on both ends of the floor, that she did it up like she did, and we gave her tough matchups both nights. And then she was able to score for us as well. So just a lot of great things from there. Defensively, we're keeping on working, doing things. I think the kids, it changes game to game. Our game playing last night's different than tonight. And just a lot of our younger kids learning, and even our older kids a little bit too, to be able to adjust on who our opponents are. And then offensively, kids sharing the ball, doing some good things, attacking when we can attack, hitting some open shots, and we got a chance to hit some open shots.
You mentioned Bella Astriker, and yeah, she's been scoring, but yeah, the defense in particular on Berg, who I think only had maybe one look from three-point land and only a couple of free throws for the game. Just was outstanding, I thought.
Yeah, I mean, we try to do some things like that, and it's not always easy to do, but that's kind of where we start a lot of times when we look at how we're going to defend teams. Last night was a different defense. Tuesday night will be a different defense when we play Baraboo. And all through the seasons, because teams play differently, and you got to be able to adjust your defense depending on who your opponents are. But yeah, I mean, we did a lot of things right. A few times they got us on a few things. We can work on some things. So I mean, this weekend worked out great for us because we learned a lot about the things we do well. We saw some things we need to improve on. Got a lot of kids in an exciting environment for them to play the kind of basketball we want. So going away from this weekend, a lot of positives for our program. So we need to get a good rest tomorrow, get ready for Monday, and play a great game on Tuesday night home, and go into Thanksgiving break then and readjust as we head into the second part of the season.
Menomonee had a little bit of success in the first half tonight against you with its post play. Did you do anything differently in the second? Because you really clamped down on them in the second half.
We reiterated all the things we talked about in the first half before the game. So. I mean, some of it was some of the things we tried to do. Some of it was not really following through enough as like we needed to. But, I mean.
They got the memo, I guess.
The play, you probably heard me yelling, that was awesome. But the play Maddie Kinsey made down here in the second half where she held from that weak side and went and made a play on the ball. And those are the kind of plays, when you make a play like that, where you're aggressive, that you get excited about, because it's the kind of play if you're going to play, be aggressive and make a play. And Maddie, that was probably my favorite play of the night when Maddie Kinsey made that play. Like I said, we had a lot of great plays tonight. A lot of kids had some great individual effort, but I thought we really shared the ball well and took advantage of the things we could.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of players in the scoring column here. Taya Donaldson, 21 points today. Boy, she's feeling really comfortable in only her fourth varsity game.
Yeah, she's a great player. I mean, she works hard. She's put herself, I mean, it's all about the preparation to get yourself to these positions, and she's done those things. So, I can't say enough about all of our kids, but Taya's a special player, and she just needs to keep on coming every day and working to get better.
And I thought Carly Lappin was excellent tonight, and kind of a quiet 12 points. But she was, I mean, not only the 12 points, but again, she was just hustling on defense as well.
Carly's a great athlete with a great motor, great attitude, great teammate. I mean, I can't say enough good things about Carly. I mean, all of our kids, I feel, can say great things about. But Carly, she's an athletic kid who can make things happen. We saw some of that last year. She's a senior this year. We need her to keep on doing those type of things. So, it's a thing. Every night, in sports, you never know. You never know. I mean, it's like every night you got to come out, prepare the best you can, and then go out and try to perform. And tonight we performed. I mean, I really, like I said, it really felt good. Last night I thought we took some good and bad both. Tonight I really thought we took it to another level.
I get a couple days to just step back and breathe and relax a little bit here. And then Tuesday night will be Baraboo coming to town here. Any early thoughts on that one?
Yeah, Baraboo, they're improving. They scored and looked maybe a little lopsided at the end last night, but they really played DeForest pretty tough last night. They got some good guards. They got a senior all-conference guard. They got a new girl, 6'3", which will be interesting to see. They've thrown a lot of different stuff at us. I mean, especially when we have a lot of newer players this year, every game you got to prepare. I mean, that's I think the hard thing with this is you can't take nights off, and especially now that that's a second conference game of the year. And that's why I always say conferences are some of the hardest things to win, because you just can't take any nights off. And you never know. So we will have to have a really good preparation this on Monday, and get out here on Tuesday in front of our home crowd, and hopefully with a lot of people coming home for Thanksgiving break. We get to saw Layla Ashley, one of our great alumni here tonight, watching and supporting our kids. So hopefully we get a few more coming back, and love it to see our old kids come back and watch us play. So it means a lot for all the kids we had over the years to come back, and they've done so much for our program over the years, and this next group just wants to make everybody proud.
Well, we will be here on Tuesday for coverage of that game. In the meantime, Tim, well done, job well done, and this has been just a fun event all weekend here, and I know a couple of games left to close it out, but I would have to say, from what I'm seeing, things it looks like a success here.
Yeah, I mean it's just great to have like our venue that I have, and all the people, Tom Bach and Austin Keach and our AD Ryan Gerber,
they're working hard.
They've really done a great job this weekend, and all the workers that have been here, and we've got a great refereeing crew. But Tom Bach is a guy for our district. People should understand how much work he does. And Austin Keach, who really is newer, been in our district for 2 years now, really does a lot of preparation. He loves this. He says how much fun this is and how much he's enjoying it. But to run events like this, and like I always say, whatever program, you need a lot of people to support to be able to do things. And, it's we certainly appreciate as our program all the work everybody does for our school to give us these opportunities.
Tim, congratulations on the win. You're 4-0. We'll see you next Tuesday, buddy.
It's hard to believe it's still basketball.
I know.
But we got into it this week pretty good. So
You did. Good job, man. Thanks for coming up, as always.
Thank you.
All right, that's Tim Chase, head coach of Beaver Dam, joining us on the post-game show, as he always does. His team a winner tonight. We'll take one final break. We're back to wrap it up with some final numbers and some final thoughts right after this on Daily Dodge TV.
Shop the Pig! I'm not sure if most guys are like me, but I actually enjoy grocery shopping, taking my time going aisle to aisle, saying hi to just about everyone I see. But it's rare to get a friendly hello back. That all changed when I started shopping Fox Brothers, Piggly Wiggly, and Beaver Dam. Every employee at Fox Brothers seems to be a professional at smiling and caring and actually meaning it. The crew at Fox Brothers, Piggly Wiggly also means it when it comes to quality and freshness at prices that are hard to beat. This week, a 6-pack of 24-ounce Pepsi or Mountain Dew bottles, 4 for $10. Get your snack on with Food Club chunk or shredded cheese, 3 for $5. Scoop up the savings with Dean's Ice Cream at $2.99. There'll be no shortage of Christmas cookies when you stock up on Country Delight butter for $3.49. And get your fix on fruit with Navel oranges, a 3-pound bag, just $2.99. Save time, save money, and see more smiles in the aisles than anywhere else at the new Fox Brothers Piggly Wiggly, 810 Park Avenue in Beaver Dam, open 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. daily. Piggly Wiggly, shop the pig!
Ready, set, Ergo! The game plan is to make banking convenient for you. Ergo Bank has locations in Marquezan and Fox Lake with interactive teller machines in 5 different communities. And at all locations, speak with a live teller and conduct most in-branch transactions by transferring, withdrawing, or depositing. That's better banking by design. Open 7 a to 7 p. Monday through Friday, 7 to noon on Saturdays. Call them today at 920-398-2336 or visit ergobank.com. Ergo Bank, an equal housing lender and member FDIC.
$6,000 off Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cabs are financed interest-free with no payments for 90 days during the Black Friday sales event at Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Beaver Dam. You heard me right, $6,000 off. And the deals don't end there. $3,500 off the best third-row SUV in the market, Jeep Grand Cherokee L, and brand new Jeep Compass 4x4 starting at $32,685. It's official, the deals are back. Let our family take care of your family at Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Beaver Dam and ReedChrysler.com.
Is it time to update the bathroom? Then it's time to head to Hometown Glass and Improvement of Beaver Dam. Hometown has a full complement of Vasco shower enclosures. Hometown Glass makes your selection of enclosures easy, and they provide hassle-free installation. When you purchase a Vasco shower enclosure, your expectations will be exceeded. Hometown Glass promises you a classy, elegant, and luxurious centerpiece for your bathroom. Hometown Glass and Improvement, Highway 33 east of Beaver Dam, on the web at hometownglass.com.
For every, where's the grocery list? I'll go to the store.
So you'll fill up my car on the way home?
Moment. If it has to do with your life and your money, it's a landmark moment, and Landmark Credit Union is here to help. With free checking accounts that offer you the choice of getting paid dividends on your balance or earning rewards points on your purchases. Opening an account is fast and simple and gives you access to Credit Hub, powered by Savvy Money, which shows your credit score so you can keep your finances healthy. Landmark Credit Union. Visit landmarkcu.com, insured by NCUA.
What's in your kids' lunchbox today? Turkey and bacon on honey whole wheat? Roast beef on sourdough? PB&J on cinnamon chip? With bananas? That is bananas, but that's what fresh baked breads from Great Harvest can do for you. Unleash your sandwich ingenuity. So show your kids some lunchbox love with chicken salad on cranberry orange bread, Italian on cheddar garlic bread. Then show everyone your creation at Instagram or Facebook using this hashtag. Great Harvest. Bread. The way it ought to be.
Jerry's Automotive in Beaver Dam is a champion of our local schools. Team up with Jerry's Automotive by pumping your gas at their Spirit Pump, where 2 cents of every gallon is donated to a local school each month. Jerry's Automotive also provides exceptional vehicle service and repairs and a great selection of convenience items. Visit Jerry's Automotive Center WI.com and on Facebook. Jerry's Automotive, 700 North Spring Street in Beaver Dam, across the street from Beaver Dam Food Pride.
You're watching the Daily Dodge postgame show, presented by John Deere.
And we continue our John Deere postgame show, brought to you by John Deere Horicon Works. Final score today, Beaver Dam defeats Menomonee by the score of 61-39. Looking at the final individual scoring for victorious Beaver Dam as they go to 4-0. Taya Donaldson, 21 points to lead the way. In fact, she led all scorers in the game. Donaldson goes for 21. Carly Lappin with a heck of an effort, 12 points for her. She was in double figures. Bella Striker, 9 points, including 1 3-point basket. Maddie Kinsey with 8 points. She had 2 triples. All 8 of her points came in the first half. Meanwhile, it was Ellen Poles with 3 for the Golden Beavers. Riley Zarnecki, 4. And a couple players with 2 points each. Jalen Dronick and Emma Julka with 2 points each for Beaver Dam. Menomonee, meanwhile, they were paced by Anna Wheeler. She had 10. She was the only Mustang in double figures. McKenna Amundsen with 8. And Sophia Schoenberger with 8 for Menomonee. 5 points in the game for Ashley Quilling. 4 points for Sammy Jacobson. And Mary Berg and Elizabeth Kiles, 2 points each for Menomonee as they drop to 1-2 on the young season. I mentioned that Menomonee will be back in action on Tuesday night. They'll be hosting Onalaska for a 7:15 tip. Beaver Dam, they'll be back in action on Tuesday. The Golden Beavers on Tuesday right here in this gym to host Baraboo. That's a game you'll watch right here on Daily Dodge TV. And you can also listen to a radio simulcast on 1430 ESPN. Tuesday night, 7:15 for the tip. Pre-game show starting around 7 o'clock. Hope you'll join us for that one if you can't make it here to Beaver Dam High School. Well, Beaver Dam High School, pace setter, advanced placement performance, thriving school-to-work apprenticeship programs, a rich tradition in music and the arts. Beaver Dam High School, a multi-year top-ranked high school by U.S. News and World Reports. The hardware your Golden Beavers earn in sports starts with the hard work in the classroom. The Beaver Dam Unified School District, guiding students, empowering futures. Our game today has been brought to you by Columbus Family Dental, Hometown Glass and Improvement, and the Beaver Dam Unified School District, our 3 presenting video sponsors. Today's game also brought to you by John Deere Horicon Works, Reed Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Air Care, Richards Insurance, Bayside Supper Club, Metalcraft of Mayville, Landmark Credit Union, Jerry's Automotive, McKinstry's Home Furnishings, Ergo Bank, Great Harvest Bread Company, Surefire, and Fox Brothers Piggly Wiggly. That's going to wrap up our John Deere postgame show. We want to thank you all for being a part of this broadcast today. Hope you enjoyed it. I definitely want to thank Ninja, a.k.a. Justin Wilski, and Aiden, my videographer and engineer for today's broadcast. Also, a very, very special shout out and thank you to Norbert Durst from WisSports.net for being my guest analyst today. Always a pleasure to have Norbert. We are so lucky in the state of Wisconsin to have him covering high school girls basketball. And for Ninja, Aiden, Norbert, my name is Mike Tronson saying so long from the Beaver Dam High School Fieldhouse. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Stay warm. This has been a Daily Dodge TV Sports presentation. Good night, everybody.
You're watching the Daily Dodge postgame show presented by John